Hey, how you guys doing? It's me, Pitmaster JW, the competition barbecue team, JW Barbecue and Wing. And today is the 28th day of December 2023. And I'm outside right now, and it is chilly outside, I tell you, for real. But what I want to do is that I got 2 pans of chicken breast inside that I'm waiting to bring out. It's already been prepped and everything, but I want to talk you through it while I get ready to put it on my Camp Chef smoker here. Some of the things that I did to it, just in case you want to try to do that yourself. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you follow the instructions to the T that I want to give you, then you're going to end up with some nice smoked chicken breast. So what I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for my temperature on my Camp Chef smoker to get up to about 280, 300 degrees here. And I have this thermal blanket on top of it that you see right here. And it will hold the temp once I get it to where I want it to be. And that's the reason of the thermal blanket when you're cooking outside in cold weather. So I'm going to open it up for a moment, let you look inside. It's nice and clean. And the key to a good cook is always having a nice clean grill. So I'm going to go inside and get the chicken breast and bring it out. And then I'm going to tell you some of the things that I did to it. In the meantime, let me go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. I went inside and got my chicken breast here, so it's time to get this thing on the road. My grill is now up to about 275, 278. That'll work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did to my chicken breast before I put them on. The first thing I did after I trimmed them up, once again, I'm Pitmaster JW, the competition barbecue team, JW Barbecue and the Wing. It's a little chill out here, so y'all have to forgive me. But first thing I did is that I oiled my chicken down after I trimmed it up like I wanted to with some olive oil. You can use any type of oil that you want, vegetable oil, canola oil, it doesn't make any difference there. The next thing I did is that I took my chicken breast and I just sliced it up real thin. I didn't cut all the way through the chicken breast, about 8-9 times on each chicken breast. As you can look inside, you can see where I sliced the chicken breast at. And then the next thing, I decided to use my first coat of rub. I used the Yardbird chicken rub. Okay, so I used some of that with my first layer. Then I came back with some of Cosmo Honey Killer Bee on top. And then I sprinkled just a little brown sugar on top of that. Okay, so now what I'm getting ready to do, I'm getting ready to put it in my Camp Chef smoker, which is behind me. And I want to put that on at that 280 mark that I was telling you about. And I want to let that cook for about 45 minutes before I come back and check on it. So let me get ready to do that. I want to pause the film just a second here so I can move the chicken over to the smoker. And also, I got a thermometer here, instant probe, so I can come and check the temperature of the meat once in a while. So what I'm looking for right here with these chicken breasts, because since they're chicken breasts, I want to push these out to about 175, 180 at maximum, because I want to go ahead on and put a lid over the pan so I can tenderize them. When they get up to about 165, I want to do that. So let me go up in here and do that, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so now let me place my chicken breast inside my smoker. Okay, I'm opening it up. Get it open. Get it in there quick so you can maintain that heat. And I'll be back to check on these in about 45 minutes. This should take no more than about maybe an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half, if I can keep the temperature up to where I want it to be. And I'll be right back with you guys in about 45 minutes. Let me set my timer here. So I got my timer. Put my timer up here. And you guys need to invest in one of these if you don't have one already. Or you can just use your watch. Okay, I'm going to set this at 1:45. Went a minute sooner. But then I'll be right back in about 45 minutes to check on it. And I'll go from there. Hey guys, I'm back. It's been exactly 30 minutes since I put my chicken breast on. You can look over to the right hand side and see the clock. It was at 45 minutes when I put it on. And then I got 15 minutes left on that timer going. So I'm going to take a look inside here, and while I'm looking inside, I'm going to go ahead and squirt this a little bit with some butter. So I'm going to let you see, I got some parquet butter here. And you want to use something like this because you don't want to be using some of the other butters and stuff that will actually burn your meat. if you're not careful with the amount that you put in it. So I'm going to go over here, move the camera over so you guys can get a closer look here and look down inside of it. And I'm going to go ahead and squirt this a little bit with some butter. And it's looking good. Look at that color. Nice color to it. I'm going to go ahead on and let it clock on out there 45 minutes. Then I'm going to come back and probe it. And go from there. So let me go ahead and shut this top down. Like I say, I'm using my Camp Chef SC Pro Smoker here. And I am doing some split chicken breasts. And once again, my name is JW, the competition barbecue team, JW Barbecue and Wing. And I'll be back to check on this in about 15 minutes to get a probe. Alright guys, it's been exactly 45 minutes. There go my timer. Good timing. Let me stop that first of all. Set that back to 45. Let's see how long it take after that. Okay. Go ahead on and clock that here. Got it set at 45. Beep. There we go again. Okay. Like I say, this should only take about an hour and 15. Maybe an hour and a half, depending on if your temperature or having problem keeping your temperature or not. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead on and get my Thermal Pro temperature gauge and put it in here and give it a check to see where my temperature is at the moment. 148 there, 150, 52 there. That's doing good. It's cooking good. And on that back side, away from the heat, I got a 138 there. And I need to rotate the two pans here and flip them over, change sides. I should have brought some gloves out with me. I'm quite sure I have. Give me a second here. Oh, I have a pair of pliers and that'll work just as well instead of going inside. Get my gloves. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to rotate the pans here because it seems that it's cooking a little bit more on one side. The heat is a little bit more on one side than it is on the other side. So I'm going to switch them over. I'm going to close the lid down for about a half an hour here, or maybe 25 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and probe them real quick. I'm looking to when they get to that 165. I want to go ahead on and put my top on top of them. And what that does, by putting the top on top of it, it kind of tenderizes the chicken breast so it'd be real moist and tender when it's all finished and done. It won't do anything to the rub or nothing, but it'll just help soften up the chicken breast. So I'm going to go ahead and close that down, and I'll come back and check on this in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so, and then I'll put the tops on them and let them cook on out until I'm finished with them. Alright, it's been 20 minutes since I put these on. Like I said, I will be back in about 20 minutes to check on it. So now I'm going to go inside and get a nice temp probe here. Pull out my thermometer, my instant reader. I got a 152, let me see, 153, 54, 158 back there on the back side, 160 there, 156, 164, let's see here, 166. And they're about at the temp that I want them to be at. So I'm going to go ahead on and put my four top on top of these. And I'm going to let these cook out for 20 more minutes, and they should be at the 175, 180 mark that I'm looking for, and be nice and juicy and tender. So this time I brought my gloves out with me. Okay. Now, let me take these out one by one and put the top on them. Try to conserve my heat. Got all this nice juice in here. I'm going to run that around in the bottom of the pan at one time here and splash it up over the chicken. There we go. Now let me get a top on these. Step out of the picture just a moment, guys. I'll be right back. Look like I'm going to hit that about an hour and a half time frame that I was shooting for. Still running at 285. Clocking here and there, back and forth to 185 or so. Flexing just a little bit on the temperature gauge once in a while. But still in that 300 temperature temp that I was shooting for. Rocking steady because of this thermal blanket, because it is chilly out here. So I'm going to go ahead on and close these down. And I'll be back in 20 minutes. That'll put me at an hour and a half exactly. And I should be in that 180, 175, 180 temperature on the chicken. And I will pull it and let it rest and call it a day. Like I say, I'm Pitmaster JW at the competition barbecue team, JW Barbecue and Wing. Hey guys, I'm back and you're looking at my timer over there in the top left hand corner. And it's clicking down to seconds now. That will give me exactly 1.5 hours of working on these chicken breasts here that I've been outside smoking. And I'm getting ready to pull one of them out. And what I am looking for is a temperature between somewhere 175, 180. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the pan out. Just wait a second here. I won't be able to do that and let you see that. So I'm going to try to do it by taking a look at it while it's still in the pan here. Taking the top off. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Don't it look good? Don't it look good? So let me get a temp on this real quick. And get a glove off. There's my timer going off. 1.5 hours has passed by. And I am looking at a temp wall that peaked out at 190. I can work with that. This, just go right through like butter. That is nice. Go right through like butter. So that one is finished. Let me stop my timer. Nice and tender. It's like sticking it into a piece of hot butter. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one off. Set it out of the way. Check the other one. And let it vent just a little bit so it'll slow down the cooking process. Okay, now let me come over here. Check this one out. The breasts are just a little large over here. We'll go ahead and probe these real quick and let you get a look at those. And at 180, 190, I can work with that. At 195, but it's going through just like you're sticking it into some butter. So I'm going to go ahead on and move this one over to the side, because these are done. Like I said, about an hour and a half. That probably could have took about an hour and 15 minutes. But I got helped up inside, and I got back as soon as I could. Let me go ahead on and close the top. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn it around to the chicken that's on the table. Okay. So there it is right there. You're looking at it. And I'm going to come over here. Put one of these on a plate. And slice it up so you can look inside and see what's going on. Just give me a second there. Okay, there it is. Move this out of the way because I want to put some barbecue sauce on it soon. I'm going to go ahead on. Cut a piece off here. And let you look at that. And that is what you have. Nice and tender there. I'm going to go ahead on and take a piece of this while I'm at it. That is so juicy and tender. And those 2 rubs that I use that I told you about, that's all you needed. You don't need a ton of different rubs and stuff. That is so good. That is so good. That is so good. Nice and tender too. Moist, juicy. Juicy. Let me let you take another look at that one. I'm going to put the top back on it. So I'll put the top on it. And this only took an hour and a half, guys. Like I said, I'm Pitmaster JW, competition barbecue team. And I gave you the instructions at the beginning of the video. And I have lots of other videos online. So if you like what you've seen so far, then hit that like button and also that subscribe button. So the next time I decide to upload something, you'll know that JW just uploaded a new video. And you might like to check it out. And I'm going to let you get one last look at that one. And let me take the top off this one too. And of course I like mine dry rub, but the rest of my family, they prefer barbecue sauce and stuff. So I will sauce these up later on and warm them up just a little bit when it's time for dinner. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead on and just put the top back on these and let them vent just a little bit, not close it up completely because I want to slow the cooking process down. And that's going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Check out some of my other videos on my YouTube channel at Pitmaster JW. And I'll get with you guys the next time. Like I say, don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. And I will catch you on the next go round with JW. Until then, you guys have a nice 2024 coming in very soon. Happy New Year to everybody. God bless.